What is up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. So right now I'm about to get into this off-season documentary by J.Cole called Applying Pressure. So let's get to it. So it looks like everybody, been waiting for each other to drop. J. Cole dropping, Nicki's coming with something on Friday. I think that's what's going on. Everybody in the industry is waiting for each other to drop, which I think that'd be funny sometimes.
Mixtape called a warm up. At that time, I was trying to get a deal. I felt like I was this close to getting a deal with somebody, just because my music was good and I had like a little bit of connection.
Yeah, the warm up. That's a classic mixtape. That's classic. That Friday Night Lights.
Just because my music was good and I had like a little bit of connections to the industry, but I had just graduated college. I was broke, nigga. I was like struggling to pay my rent. I ain't had no job.
Yeah. Yeah, even though you go to college, a job ain't guaranteed. Shoot, I applied to hundreds of jobs and couldn't get one. So, so when I started the YouTube thing. So if you're in a similar situation, you're going to college, and make sure you have a backup plan, because that job ain't guaranteed. It ain't guaranteed.
I was kind of being complacent because I had crazy music. And I was kind of chilling, like as if that was good enough to get me to where I needed to go. Yeah. And I had a realization. One time, nigga, I'm in a party. I'm drunk and I'm high. So I had to leave the party and go to the backyard. So I'm back there paranoid, like, oh my God, like, nigga, I'm going through it. Nigga, life is on me, nigga, rent. All my college friends went and got jobs. Nigga, I'm over here doing some rap shit. And these niggas walk in the backyard to come find me. And they're like, yo, we want to holler at you right quick. Bro, it turned into an intervention. These niggas was like, hey, bro, what you doing? You say you want to do this music shit, but like all you doing is really just like hanging out, partying and shit. Mind you, one part of me is like, nigga, yo, I be with y'all niggas. Like,
yeah, but the difference between you and them is that their financial situation is secure, yours isn't. So that's why they pulled him to the side to try to get him to open up his eyes. So those are some real friends, and shout out to them. But as you said, when you decide to become an entrepreneur, you got to put everything into it. You got to make sacrifices. So that's what they're trying to probably try to get them to understand right there. And then it clicked for them.
Fuck are you talking about? But when they was talking, bro, I swear to God, I sobered up quickly. It was almost like I was on the stage. Nigga, literally, after that, I thought about basketball. Why I ain't making it basketball? Nigga, I love to play. And at this point, I'm 21 years old, 22. And I'm like, nigga, why you didn't make it in basketball? Because you wasn't fucking working. You thought you'd be outside dribbling the fucking ball doing something, when really niggas was in the gym with trainers, like putting in work, shooting 1,000 shots a day.
And look at him now. He's doing basketball in Africa.
Mimicking Iverson. Yeah. So it was like, yo, do you really want to look back 10, 20 years from now with this music shit and be like, the reason you didn't make it in music because you ain't put in the work? So I was like, fuck it. That was where the warm-up came from. Every day, nigga, I woke up, wrote verses, made beats. So... And so all that to say, the off season was like the same concept. Like, one more time before I leave, like before I feel like I'm like fulfilled in this game, let me try to reach new heights from a skill level standpoint. Remember I told you about the 7-minute drill? Like, I put myself through drills. I really try to work on my craft to like just reach new heights and push myself. So that's why I call it off season. I know
that right there lets you know that he's calculated with his approach, and that's very important. Very important. Very, very important. And he was throwing those jewels onto 21, who just put out a dope ass project with the Savage Mode 2, which was highly anticipated and well worth the wait, because that shit bang.
Like fulfilled in this game, let me try to reach new heights from a skill level standpoint. Remember I told you about the 7-minute drill? Like, I put myself through drills. I really try to work on my craft to like just reach new heights and push myself. So that's why I call it off season. I know that was a long answer, but shit, nigga.
Yeah.
I'll play you the third joint.
Dreamville. Comfort is the enemy. Yep, you get too comfortable, and then that's when shit creep up on you. Always be working, always stay, consistent in whatever it is you're trying to do.
It's been a fight against comfort. I was chilling. What I noticed was, with that feeling of comfort, I'm like, damn, this is the moment that a lot of your favorite rappers
Fall off.
hit a crossroad
Yep.
where
get comfortable.
they did what the fuck they set out to do, and then the fruits of their labor started working against them. That same energy and that same like passion they put into the craft
It
was
disappears.
gone, and it was replaced by like comfort and luxury.
I like this way, man.
You like them too? Yeah. If I had to get one, yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones.
This shit's hard.
Gangster,
You
bro.
right in the back right here?
That's a lot of
Shit
shit.
right here, back.
My life is just mad routine at this point, and I like it. So to go shoot a video, to shoot a doc, to even just come downstairs and do this, yeah, I swear to God, bruh, I swear to, yo, that's the level of like comfort / laziness that I've reached in my life. Imagine that when applied to music and a craft and a sport that literally you can't get comfortable in.
You can't.
What's up, bro?
Because it moves so fast. The trends and all that moves so fast in music. That's what he's getting at. And then in sports, there's always somebody waiting to take your spot, so you always got to work at it. And then the ones that cement themselves is the ones that was crazy in their approach. You know, Kobe, the LeBrons, the Jordans, you know, all of them.
And that when applied to music and a craft
You know,
and a
Brady,
sport
all them.
that literally you can't get comfortable in.
What's up, bro?
Good morning. I knew you was up.
I had to make a real decision. Are you okay with getting comfortable, chilling, mailing it in, waiting around on inspiration? If this is as high as you ever got, not career success-wise, but from a skill level, like have you wrote your best song? Did you leave no stone unturned creatively?
No,
when I
because
thought
every
about that
time
film,
I
I
go
was like,
in to
nah.
make something, I always come out with something like, damn, this one better than the other one. And then no one before that. So, you know, it's all you always surprise yourself sometimes. I got so much unreleased music, man. When I hit y'all with this, man,
What's up, bro?
Good morning.
I got an album coming this year, next year, the
I had to make
following
a real
year,
decision.
and so on and so on. I've been working.
Are you okay with getting comfortable, chilling, mailing it in, waiting around on inspiration? If this is as high as you ever got, not career success-wise, but from a skill level, like have you wrote your best song? Did you
Nope.
leave no stone
There's
unturned
always room for
creatively?
improvement.
And when I thought about that feeling, I was like, nah, I'm not cool with that.
You already know you fresh into this.
Father time.
You ain't got no choice but to answer.
When Melissa told me she was pregnant, it was like almost like a clock went off. Like before life completely changed, I was like, damn, I need to refocus, wake back.
You see that? He kind of like, it looked like he morphed himself and his wife or girlfriend into that one of those old, you know, Confucius style paintings.
Back up and lock back in and begin the process of like the fall
That's
off,
funny.
which is reaching its highest height before I feel like I can like comfortably just relax. First thing came to my mind was like, yo, I gotta go back to Muhammad's crib.
Oh, nah, you can look, bro. It's a whirlwind in that bitch. That shit like Mount Everest, nigga. Get out of here. You ain't paid no
And like, we ain't been in that mother in a minute.
nigga.
They're like Mount Everest
We are
in there.
at the legendary Muhammad House. And this is where Cole stayed in when he moved to New York to go to St. John's. This house right here has been a lifeline because even when times were difficult, he struggled with certain things. Like the owner treated him actually like a friend, almost like a son in a sense. So he worked with him.
Muhammad, huh?
Cole? Cole?
Scared the shit out of me.
This is
Yep.
2016.
Dialed in. Dialed in. Yep, that's just how it be. You don't need all that switchboard stuff. That's all you need. A little setup like that. Cost you a couple thousand. You know, get you a nice laptop that can handle a lot. Get you some speakers. You know, you see, I got that one right there. I got another one over in the corner. You know, yeah, that's all you need.
Scared the shit out of me. This is 2016. Forest Hill Drive had been out. Like, I'm at the peak. And I'm like, coming back here.
See that? Got a sock over it, you know. That's when, see, you do what you gotta do. You know? You can figure shit to make it work for you. You know? Just like with YouTube, all you need is a camera. You got a camera phone. That's all you need. Then when you get the money, you upgrade it. That's how you do that.
Scared the shit out of me. This is 2016. Forest Hill Drive had been out. Like, I'm at the peak. And I'm like,
Yeah, Forest Hills
coming
Drive.
back
That's a
here.
classic too.
This might be my last moment of moving how I used to move. Waking up every day dolo, just being able to write, focus on music. I came up here for like 2 months. Every morning I woke up, I had to write a verse before I can go to the city and go to the studio. And after the studio, got to drive all the way back to Queens, wake up here, write again, record again, and then go. I remember Pharrell, one of the first times I had worked with him, he was like telling me how he had his life on a schedule. He came to the studio for certain hours. He was like, I only come to the studio from this time to this time, and I don't take shit home with me. I was probably 24, 25 when he said that, and I remember feeling like, damn, that's weird, because I be in the studio all fucking day. Like, if I stayed in the studio...
Well, that's because Pharrell got a lot more things on his plate, and when you do have to schedule. When you have certain things on your plate, you have to schedule. You know, when to prioritize this, when to prioritize that. You know, the more successful you get, the more busier you get, the more you have to schedule things out and plan things out. So at 24, of course, you know, you're not gonna have that, you know, that type of problem. But at this point in his career, I'm pretty sure he understands now.
Studio anything less than 12 hours before I had kids, it was a failure of a day. About 2 years into being a father, I remember like, oh, you need a schedule where your family knows that this is your time in the studio and this is the
their
time when I'm at home on family mode.
Yep.
It's something that I needed to do because I'm not gonna shortcut on the family side. So I put the studio in the house for that reason. It's like, I love being able to work knowing my
Family's right there. Yep. The climb back. Climb back to the pinnacle of his success.
I noticed in the process is like the trust you have in the things that you say or the things that want to be said, like the ideas that come to your mind that want to come out and they want to be written down, you second guess them because you haven't been in the momentum of trusting and seeing results. So that first line that comes, you're like, oh, no, that's trash. Oh, no, I said some shit like that before. Oh, no, that's corny.
Applying pressure.
It's almost like you treated those features as an album, as like a project.
Facts, yeah.
Is that how you thought of it?
Yeah, because it was a mind state. When you put yourself in uncomfortable moments, you find out a lot about yourself. And usually you find out that you're capable of rising to that bar that's set by that uncomfortable situation. So what's something I can do? Yo, when somebody bring you a feature, say yes. I was looking at it like an opportunity for growth.
You think the era that you grew up in drove you to want to have the skill set that you got?
Hell yeah. Do you really want to look back and be like, you didn't work with nobody? You didn't have no songs with nobody, that you just cool with that? No, okay. So start saying yes to some features. Similarly.
Yeah, because that was the thing though. And then there's this thing, Platinum with no features. And then he slowly started to do features and stuff, which I can understand. He was probably trying to establish himself as his own person, his own individual, without, you know, rising off of a cosign or a feature. That was probably his mindset, you know. Like with that song "Let Nas Down," and then he got Nas on the record. That was dope.
In uncomfortable moments, you find out a lot about yourself. And usually you find out that you're capable of rising to that bar that's set by that uncomfortable situation. So what's something I can do? Yo, when somebody bring you a feature, say yes. I was looking at it like an opportunity for growth.
You think the era that you grew up in drove you to want to have the skill set that you got?
Hell yeah. Do you really want to look back and be like, you didn't work with nobody? You didn't have no songs with nobody, that you just cool with that? No, okay. So start saying yes to some features. Similarly, it was like that with letting people know, yo, the off season, it's a boy, the fall off is coming. It's like, yo, now that the possibility of not doing this shit seems real and I'm at peace with that, don't have a regret. Peace with that, don't have a regret. There's songs on here in this whole fall off era that I've been sitting on for years. Just tweaking, making better.
See?
Even like a middle.
All artists do that. They, you know, you record, you know, and you wait, and sit on, you know, records and then put them out. Like, I got so many records, but they all gonna come out.
Middle child, that was for the fall off. But then I'm like, do you really want to wait to drop this fucking song? So I'm like, yo, fuck it. We just put out Middle Child like as a single, and that shit went crazy.
So, you know, I never came
Yeah,
out here
but Triple X.
Now normally I would just hoard that shit, and similarly, yes, I've been hoarding songs because I'm like, no, I made this for the fall off. This is too special. Now over the years, they've gotten better. Maybe some of them have like fallen to the wayside, you know what I mean? And like they won't make it.
Yep.
I still got more work to do, especially on the fall off specifically. I got a few more songs I need to write. I got more tinkering I need to do. But the vision, I finally got this shit sculpted and I can see this shit. Like for a long time, I just knew what I wanted to do, but I just couldn't see it. It was just like, this is the most ambitious shit I've ever done.
The anticipation.
And a trust. It's a tightrope to walk, but I'm walking that shit.
Ooh, I can't wait. That old school sample right there, that shit. Oh, look at me right there. That old school sample. After watching this, I have a whole new level of respect and admiration for him. Hard as hell not to be inspired by a man like Cole. What an icon. It's scary how hyped I am for this project. There's such an inspiration for anyone that's into music. Yup. I had the same mindset as him, you know. Like he said, he been hoarding music. I've been hoarding music too, but they gonna come out. They gonna come out. I got a project coming out, you know, in a couple of months. I'm gonna drop another one the following year, and so on and so on. I got a couple of singles coming. One I believe is next week, and then the week after that. So the music gonna be coming. Everybody fucking with this. I like this. This was dope. But anyways, guys, it's gonna pretty much do it for this reaction. As always, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Before you go, be sure to drop a like in the comment below. What did you guys think about this documentary? Did it inspire you? Comment below. Other than that, until the next one, peace.